Miss Kitty on your perfect afternoon show. Miss Kitty Live.
Nationwide 90 FM, Miss Kitty Live, still here on the Nation Station. Nationwide, we're on your side. I gotta tell you, Nationwide 90 FM, revolutionizing how you listen to and love afternoon radio. Thank you so much for lending us your ear. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for joining me right here on Miss Kitty Live, broadcasting from 6 Bradley Avenue in Kingston, Jamaica, on FM 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. Do remember that you can log on to us on the World Wide Web at nationwideradiojm.com. It's all about Elevation Fridays. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about talking to persons who have overcome some difficulties in life, which, you know, otherwise would have floored many persons. And it just goes to show that though things may not be perfect, you can still be a warrior and not a warrior. You can still overcome. You can still strive and thrive if you put your heart to it. You put your mind to it, and you are focused, you are disciplined and committed to your commitment. His name is Dwayne Whittaker, and he's my very special guest right here on Elevation Friday. So Dwayne, good afternoon again. Thank you so much for holding.
Good afternoon.
All right, very well. So when we went to break, you were telling us about, you know, you're being on the road now. All right, so you ran away at 6 years old, 7 years old, went to the boys' home, went back home. It's almost as if nobody missed you. Then the beating them start again. Then you were not being sent to school, and you were always interested in school because for the little time that you were at the home, you were one of the ace students in the class. So you ran away again when the beating start drop again, and the bad vibes start again, and you took it to the street. To pick up from there, so now.
Yeah, after being in the street in a row like Kingston and them, I start to understand about stranger and not to shut on them where they are.
Mm-hmm.
How to, like, you know what I mean? How to...
Oh, for juggling the streets and manage yourself, yeah.
Yeah. After learning that now, about 96, like, so, one night the whole of me cheered the wall, YMCA to burn at the pool, because that's how we regular do and do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we normally see it at night time and then weekend.
Yeah.
When she the one go over there, me go around and me start fast and just think I'm going to find one of them really flex up there.
Mm-hmm.
I get to realize that, over here is not just about swimming and them something there. Over here to have a school too.
Yes.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Things like the youth went about a school and who can afford for that school and everything. So I'm over there and for me the principal can't remember anyone sometime. But I am started something anywhere.
Yes.
Miss Newland.
All right.
Miss Newland.
Yes.
After meeting Miss Newland now, Miss Newland really helped me through.
So all of them are doing. So hold on now. So you went to Miss Newland and said what to her?
Literally, I go around there and meet her. First, we see Miss Taylor was Miss Taylor said, Miss Taylor, Miss, right now, white car glass, I live on the road and but I'm interested. I need to go back at school because I know. So they said, why you not get the parents to come here? Register and take
Yes.
Just go get your father and your mother and come back tomorrow and we get you. And I said, no, let me explain to you. Let me explain my side of the story because I realize that sometimes when I make people understand where you are going to, it helps you.
True.
And it takes away from the stress and them things.
Right.
Make people know, just talk about it alone. And just by talking to her and them things that she find your same time and bring me going to classroom, but you want to
see it there?
Miss Nolan and start talking. From there to them help me out. Just today, my call and them gave them for me.
Oh, that's wonderful. And how old were you at that time?
That time I'm about, I just about 11, 12. Yeah, 97, about 96, 97, about 11.
11, 12. So why did you start wiping car glasses? I mean, windshield wiper. Why you start do that?
That thing where you beg somebody something and the person asks if them can beg you back something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have nothing for answer.
Yes.
So I say, okay, here what? In order for nobody can beg me back nothing because I have nothing for offer. You want to go on now. Let me use my wife and me can sell your wife. And me can make my living that way there because remember my father used to beat me to go sell and them something that so me hate selling pan a whole. Market selling, everything kind of selling. But to all of them things that what my father beat me to go do.
Yes.
I always want to do something more than just never be a seller.
Yes.
And at the time, remember, I can't get an employment. So
Right.
I create my employment to make my income. And that's the only thing I could have time to do.
So when you were wiping the car glass, were you still living on the streets?
Yeah, I'm still live on the street. I think basically, well, about a couple of years now, we come off of the road.
Yeah. How long were you living there?
The road, and can have my son around me a couple of years now.
Oh, you have a son.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an 11-year-old son.
Oh wow. So you were living on the road for about on the streets for about how long would you say?
You know, some do about 20 years on the road.
20 odd years on the road. And did your father or anybody come to look for you? I mean, say, Dwayne, you know, even one at a time?
Remember, I just start and show me look for you, I'm tell you, say, everything what we know in our life across the road.
Yes.
Manners, principle, anything what we have, right there, there's some learning because we have to survive.
Yes.
I don't really want to survive and all my things. Other people survive. I learn from other people mistakes and try my best not to make it. I'm not a person.
Right, right. So what was the hardest part for you being on the road, Dwayne? Like, you know, did you ever cry? Did you ever feel down, depressed?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
You're a child, you know, and you're growing up. And there's no love.
Yeah.
Even sometimes when you feel for somebody who really love you and interested in you and would love to see you go further, deep down you find out that, hey, this person really don't really love me. They use, like that, I use to treat you them as somebody see a stepping stone in them career and them way they see a good recommendation. You get surprised and realize that even the people them, there's no love.
Yeah.
No love, none at all. So these are the things. Yeah, we're not crying. We're mad. We're not going to tell us that. Even though if you have to cry, I'm crying.
Absolutely.
I'm tell us that these things help me.
Yes.
I don't want nobody else. It helps release our life stress. And we see, and many you mad out on the road when me and them grow with a wide range of way.
Yes.
Probably about 7 now we are alone. Chance of all the faith certain way.
Yes. Were there many young boys like you on the road?
A lot.
About how many would you say?
Look around at New Kingston. Looking at Alpha Tree.
Yes. So a lot of people may think then, Dwayne, so a lot of people think that when we see the wiper boys on the road, then they leave home and they come out. So sometimes they're not leaving home, they actually live on the street.
Yes, some. All right. And there's the next thing to where most youth up on the street enough people don't know about. And if you want to gunman enough.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live in a community where you don't see no other opportunity, if it wasn't for the road, I probably would not speak to you. I would not hear that interview that today. If it wasn't for the wiper and the stuff like that, so.
Yes.
I probably would not hear. I know you will see when say, you want to tired of it. You want to go back on me. And when the bike down and go back at them and 6, 7 months, I look at them as the one big man from the game.
Yes.
You tell them call me machine man.
Mm-hmm.
Machine man, I look at you to me. A machine man used to like on the same stuff like everybody in Jamaica know machine man. What they know him for.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
Sometimes it's somehow we escape zone where we escape.
So you decided that, all right, you're living on the road. This is your reality. In order to fend for yourself and make some money for yourself and give yourself a sense of independence, you wipe car glass for a living, and then you decided to save your money. I mean, at that tender age, without any guidance, what triggered in your mind or what went in your mind to say, you know what, I'm going to save my money and send myself to the Heart Institute to stop wiping car glass?
Remember, I just say, most youth inside of the ghetto don't see what means this.
Yeah.
My wife got glass of someone people call privilege to see things and see people who come from nothing and rise and be somebody in a Jamaica today here.
Yeah.
You see it all the while.
Yes.
When they are around the thing, I remember New Kingston with there, we see everything rise, fall, and everything, and people realize that there are many ways how you can get outside the ghetto.
Yes.
But there are only one way you can get out and stay out is by education.
Ah, I like that. There are many ways to get out of the ghetto, but the only way to get out and stay out is through education. Powerful words there, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, tell me about the day now. So, Miss, the lady over YMCA said she accepted at the school,
Yes.
right?
After she accepted me, and me did the past 9 year achievement, I got to 30.
Mm-hmm.
She and them helped me get into 30. And
That's Kingston Technical High.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
After being there a couple of years, and the same thing I tell about you leaving the road and go back to the community. Leave the road and go back to the community and get caught. So I have to leave school at 10 grade. I never get through with my PhD or nothing.
Yes.
I couldn't even do it because I never have a PhD or nothing.
Yes.
Is after I go back to art and leave the community now, say, all right, you wanna, if we don't leave here stuff, which is Portmore, if we don't leave Portmore, me have a dead like obviously everybody else told me again.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, on the place me have to go, I stop life. You know, I now have myself over my head, but at least me have my life.
Yes.
So after leaving Portmore and come back on the line now, I send back myself down.
Yes.
Okay, now what if I wait to make money?
Mm-hmm. So all the art thing coming in your mind, like, you know, cause you're out there on the light, like everybody else, you know, and some of them don't have that kind of vision.
Remember, so me grow basically within the system, you know, so I something where they, you know, the boys who are then the boys who are all over and just the outside, you know.
Yes.
So you have an idea of what the government
offer. Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just tell you, if me never come out of my local ghetto Spanish town and Gregory Park, I only know that there are things out there where if you put yourself together, you can make it. And if you will not make it, you can focus on your chance to make it.
Amen.
You understand?
Yes. So talk to me about going to Heart now. You decided to do your data entry, right?
Data entry.
Yes.
That's what introduced me to computer.
All right. Tell us about how was that course for you? How did you manage?
First, it was like one of the most fun courses I do, and was one of the most educated and entertaining course. After learning that now, I got to computer repair, and after computer, they basically have A+ overseas course.
Yes.
About
Hold on. When you say you're doing, you pay for your overseas course?
Yeah.
Hey, round of applause. The way they do it now, way there. Because you have people who, hello, at some position that they're not paying for the overseas course. I think about that. So what the overseas course was about?
Computer repair, essential repair.
Yes.
You get to know about the basic repair about computer software and them stuff like that. That's what introduced me to graphics.
Yes.
Design, video editing, but I'm starting to know about the software, computer programming. All that is like a thing, but I'm curious to see about because I get to know the computer have a role to itself.
Right.
Things I run and say what I really would I like, and we buck up on video editing, graphics, and animation.
When you were growing up, Dwayne, what did you want to become? Did you have a dream of what you wanted to become?
Yeah.
What was that?
Become a lawyer and a politician.
Lawyer and a politician. You are now a video editor and you have your data entry course from Heart. So when you graduated from Heart with a certificate, a diploma, what?
Certificate.
Okay, all right. And what else do you do now?
Speaking to you right now, man, I do a video for school and tutorial. Medical tutorial right now.
Okay. So outside of the Heart Institute, what other institutions have you attended or are you attending now?
Oh, at the moment now, more like wiping car glass and somebody like at my supply who teach by Yahweh. See me at my supply and then him become friend. And his sister was friend, I never know.
Yes.
So when him live there now, me and him become friend and 1 year we meet up by cafe, one of them cafe there because they have my son. So that's why I let my son get something for me, never get some child my best friend. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Go the extra mile theme.
Yeah. So I'm bring him down one of them cafe restaurant at the breakfast one morning. I'm see the person and then the person was starting. They want to say, you know, say, Ray, you will have a course of them and need you to go up there and check it out because I was talking about Fleeman. Me I tell him about my Fleeman. Basically that person become the mentor.
Yes. And so you went up and you signed up there, and so you're signed up at the University of the West Indies right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I even do the call.
Okay.
I want to do no interview.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the answer, Miss Kitty Colley, maybe they would have done an interview.
No, Miss Kitty, I say I want to do it, you know, but when I think when they're ready for it at the moment, I just want to go and can't remember, you know, we still a white car glass now, you know.
Yes. So you're still wiping car glass even now?
Yes, my youth have to go to school, I'm not going to sit down and wait.
Yeah.
I'm not wait for nothing, I'm going to have to go to school and I'm have to get the best what we can provide.
Yeah. So so ideally, so somebody might be asking, Dwayne, but with you have your certificate and you have certain things, you know, and you're obviously intelligent, you obviously have sense, you sound like a hardworking young man. Why not try to get a job somewhere else?
That part there. Every time I get a job, and remember, you know, me grow up, done.
Yes.
So me have a criminal record, done.
Yes.
Me I read somewhere back to 3 months. Everybody like, oh, me I read. I like me, and then you have permanent right now, do you? My life, oh, yeah, I read. Then you go look for your criminal record, do you? I'll be like, okay, I know I done the job right then.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yes.
So that now, I'm not really go out and say, I'm going to come here, one. Instead of the time, I'm never set to do walk up and down, but I'm starting to do it now, and this I want my arm already. So
you wipe car glass and still go to school, maintain your son, maintain yourself.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell them that I'm going to be everything right now, yeah, I want to do right with somebody.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working at the morning,
And hold on, Dwayne. I'm not hearing you clearly. Sounds like you moved.
In the morning, and I wipe in the morning.
Yes.
During this midday, when you know the sun comes down and I burn up, may you come up and may do some video editing by 2 o'clock, 2:30, then time when you know the sun cold, and I left my youth in nobody, I not trust people.
Yes.
You understand me? So, may we go down with him when I do and him book art stuff. I read a book and me a hustle when me a hustle.
Oh, so he knows. So your son lives with you?
Yes, man, I got my friend him.
So where is his mother?
His mother is a very nice lady, but when he can't see with my 2 eyes, when he willing to do and the miles of me willing to, I don't think no. I remember my past, you know.
Yes.
You understand me? I don't think nobody is going to do it. So me don't even let me use this vehicle.
Okay, I see. So you prefer to have him under your care?
At all time.
Okay. And he sees you hustling and wiping car glass. What does he say? How does he feel about that?
Basically, you know, me explain to him and I make him know that doing this for my job, you know. And remember, you know, it's not just car glass alone, my wife.
Yeah.
My wife, the car glass. So the car glass would be like the immediate income.
Yeah.
At times, like yesterday, I didn't go up and shoot. We do the whole day. We not go up on the road.
Yes.
So him know, say, you know, this is where daddy is, but daddy mindset is not right here. So daddy are trying best to go as further as him can. You understand?
Yes. Absolutely. And how is he doing in school?
Well, doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about all that you've overcome, Dwayne, all that you've been through, when you look in the mirror and look at yourself, what are you most proud of?
Son.
Yeah. But outside of your son, in terms of you as a man, as an individual, what you have achieved from literally nothing to something, what are you proud of when it comes to yourself?
So, man, walk away from certain temptation.
Yes.
I don't have to say no more. I just walk away from certain temptation. I'm a proud of myself. You know, say, I walk away and I keep away. I'm rich to keep it like me the rest of my life.
Yes.
Stop white dark glass or not.
Yes.
I work on it.
Yes, I was about to. I absolutely, I totally understand what you're saying, and I was about to ask you if you plan to stop wiping. When is your cutoff point? Like you give yourself till the end of the year, end of next year.
Remember now, my youth are going high school next year, so at this moment, I'm on the hunt for some graphics card where I do my data mining and can do some better graphics work. And
Yeah.
hopefully by now on January, by now on Easter, where I can look and I put on get from cutting after.
Okay.
Me get the graphics card.
Yes. So what's the graphics card? What's that?
The graphics card is what will a better graphics so we can get a better rendering in the 4K when we are doing like graphics editing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like how much of them then? Which part them they sell?
Best Buy time like Amazon and eBay.
Okay. And like, but how much it costs? Like, what's the cost for them?
Well, 200 US dollars now them.
Okay. So like, how much of them you need?
Basically, I need about 16 of them, but I'm not going to do something new.
Okay. Okay, I see. So what keeps you motivated in the mornings and inspires you to get up and work hard and do all that you're doing?
That's the question.
Huh? No, I know your son. I know your son is your driving force.
Not no more than that. I do nothing else. No, so just to make him dance one day and say yes. Daddy, provide I move over from the head.
Wow.
In a long time to your where daddy is me.
Oh, your land title.
This
Hold the
is
line.
breaking news from Nationwide Radio. Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so very much, Tyrone. And you can stay right here on Nationwide 90 FM for further updates. And I'm quite sure that they will explore in the best news in the nation, Nationwide at 5. So make sure you stay right here. We're talking to Mr. Dwayne Whittaker. He is the embodiment of hard work, tenacity, and sheer determination to make a better life for himself and for his son. He started begging on the streets of Kingston after running away from home at an early age. The act of begging made him very uncomfortable, so he started wiping car glass to make a living. He saved his money and sent himself to the Heart Institute and completed a data entry course. He is now enrolled at the University of the West Indies in a course in film production. He loves his son. He wants to make sure his son have a land title. He want to make sure his son get what him never get. And so he does his best to hunt to ensure that his son is okay, and he is the father that he never had. Dwayne. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Yes, I'm hearing you clearly, my dear. Thank you so much for your patience and thank you for sharing with us. Dwayne, there are many young men probably listening to Miss Kitty live right now. Are even wiping car glass, dip on the light same way right now. What would be your word of encouragement to them who they think that there is no better way? And boy, I just this me have to do. And if me now wipe car glass, you're just turn a gunman and me can't really too bad. I know. What is your word of advice to them? We're not hearing Dwayne.
I just can't see them.
No, hold on, Dwayne. Your phone is chipping in and out. So let's clear the line and call it back and ensure that we are getting everything because we want to hear everything that Dwayne has to say. We're going to take a break and call Dwayne back so that we can hear him clearly. You're listening to Miss Kitty Live right here on Nationwide 90 FM. We're inside the hour brought to you by Digicel. Shake to win. Just say shake to win with Digicel. Nationwide 90 FM, we're still here talking to Dwayne Whittaker, my very special guest on Miss Kitty Live. Elevation Friday. It's not about where you're coming from, it's where you're going, and your determination, your discipline, your commitment, and your just desire to walk away from certain type of living and certain type of things. You understand? Because when you have life on your mind, you know it's a certain type of lifestyle is just really gonna land you in the grave. And so you have to make a concerted effort to do your best to walk the straight and narrow. Is it easy? No, it's not. But in the long run, it will pay off. Dwayne, you're there with us.
Hello?
All right, good. I'm hearing you clearly now. I was asking you, Dwayne, what word of advice would you have for young men who are falling on hard times? And pretty much is like the Dwayne at 11 and 12 years old.
All right.
Oh, Lord, I'm not sure what's happening. Go ahead, Dwayne, speak. Go ahead.
Where you don't on the corner and look on the others and man them and call themselves Dan.
Yes.
I want to be around them, I want to call them Dan. Remember, you want to be around an informer who is going to kill you if you say you are an informer.
Yes.
That's all I can say. You have to pick that message from them.
Yes. I repeat the message for us, Dwayne. Stay right where you are and repeat it, please.
Every Dan is an informer, so don't be around a Dan. Don't make them hear them gun.
Every Dan is an informer, so don't make them gear them gun.
Them guns, yeah.
Okay. For talking a man from the streets, so he knows exactly what he's talking about. Dwayne, how would you the Dwayne in now? Today's October 2nd, 2020. Zine, how would you describe Dwayne now? After all you've been through, after all you've achieved, after all you still want to achieve, and your dreams them where you have, and your goals that you have, how would you describe yourself now?
Somebody simple, but know what you want.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody simple, but I know what I want. So when I'm going to rush the gun before, take my time and get what I want. So that's the type of person I am. Somebody patient.
Yeah. What do you do for fun?
If you didn't watch me news and some of them are not really like, but I tell them, most of my friends, they're trying to learn my lesson. Friendship, wasn't that good. So,
yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm bringing my son to somewhere and then we're there.
Yeah. And what are some of the what do you want to achieve? What are some of your plans that you can share with us that the type of life you'd want to live, the type of life you want for your son?
What we don't want to achieve, more help play a role in the development of the film industry in Jamaica.
Yes.
You understand? And second, I know that there's nothing more comfortable to nobody more than our home because remember, I'm homeless all these years.
Yes.
I would have loved to have my home and then, if me could invest back in the black education at the youth of Jamaica.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anyone you'd like to thank, Dwayne, who would have helped you along the way of life? It started out really rough, but now you're able to at least stand firm and stand on your own 2 feet. Is there anybody that you'd like to thank who has helped you along the way?
I'd like to thank the whole entire staff at YMCA, Miss Newland and our staff.
Yes.
Up by UA, Tina, Tina always a look out for me.
Yes.
Kyle Chin always a look out for me. And you have a special lady named Nicole. Is that lady?
What's her name?
Nicole.
Yes.
Is that lady? That lady met me can really be around and especially help my son because she always better to me no matter what. So, always better for me and you doesn't feel like say, yo, I'm not going to keep up. Always look better.
Yes.
That's so real. I never know if I would have find somebody otherwise from my son to And respect her like a mother because she's like a mother to me. I call her, I talk to her like a mother.
Yes.
You know, there's somebody who just always sit here.
Well, that's great. And no real boy, yeah, because you're a real inspiration, Dwayne. And I want to thank you so much for sharing your story with us this afternoon. Because, as I said, sometimes people will see your story or see your glory, but they don't know your story. They see your life, but don't know your sacrifice. And when we see people, you know, sometimes when people will judge and might not understand where people are coming from. But then when we open up and understand where a person's background, a person's situation, we also can try to help in the best way we can to help them achieve their goals and achieve their dreams, because it's not everybody born with a silver spoon and a platinum spoon in their mouth. Some people grow rough and rugged, and it was not easy at all. And so when we see them as strive and a step up, instead of trying to tear them down, we help them so that they can reach further in life.
Yeah, man, and continue to get the first one.
Can't you for the one way? Can't you know
Get to that school one day. Because there's an advantage for that, you know, yeah?
Yes.
But we're in a school.
All right. Well, you don't know, so we deal with the thing uptown, downtown, round town, any clock I think with the pan it. So you don't know all the things said, but I'm very proud of you, and I know that you have been through a lot, but you have not allowed what you've been through to define you and to determine your growth and your excellence. And I want to just congratulate you on all that you have done so far. Enough other things you could have take up and enough other things you could have do, but I'm very proud of you on the path that you've decided to go on, and I'm quite sure that your son is proud of you each and every day.
Thank you very much.
All right, my darling. Thank you so much for elevating us today. All right. And do keep safe. Do take care. Remember to sanitize and wear your mask and these things, right?
Yeah, man.
Nice. And please to give your son a hug for me, okay?
I will do it. Thank you.
All right, my darling. Keep the link. Thank you, Dwayne. Have a wonderful afternoon. Dwayne is there? All right, Dwayne, thank you so very much. Nationwide 90 FM, Miss Kitty Live, Elevation Friday with Dwayne Whittaker, right here on Nationwide 90 FM.